Now if we talk about the function of cell membrane, basically cell membrane, the transport, it works of the transport of material across the membrane. So that transport is basically, there are two ways of transport. One is passive transport, that goes on diffusion, and that is active transport. Now passive transport do not require energy, but active transport requires energy. Now there are two types of active transport. This transport takes place in two ways, that is passive transport as well as active transport across the membrane. Active transport is of two types, that is exocytosis and endocytosis. Endocytosis means the material moves inside, and exocytosis means material moves out. Then the endocytosis is further divided into two types, that is pinocytosis and that is phagocytosis. Pinocytosis is known as a drinking process of cell, and phagocytosis is known as a eating process. Why? Because phagocytosis is known as eating process because the solid particles are digested by the cell, and here in pinocytosis the liquid moves outside, or the liquid is digested, liquid move inside, so that is why it is known as a drinking process of cell. Now cell membrane also work as a receptor. Receptors are the sensory cells. They are the sensory cells which detect the stimuli. So cell membrane also work as a receptor. Another point, that cell membrane also detects the antigen. Now antigen are basically the protein or the organisms that disturb immune system. So it also, the cell membrane also detects the antigens, and these antigens are basically present on the cell membrane. So basically the cell membrane also detects the antigen. Then another point, that cell membrane also work as enzyme. So as we talk about the function, so it also works as a transportation of the material, and also work as a receptor and detects the antigen, and as well as it work as a enzyme. It also work as a enzyme.